Hi, I'm Natassia Langfelder, features editor of Gay E! Magazine, and I'm here with Robin DeLea. She's currently starring as the main character in the lesbian web series, The Real Girl's Guide to Everything Else. Robin, you recently won an LA Web Fest Award for Best Lead Actress in a Comedy for The Real Girl's Guide. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Could you just let us know what the series is about?
Sure. I play a Lebanese lesbian who is a hard-hitting feminist journalist who likes to go into places like Afghanistan to do stories on human rights. However, her agent doesn't think that that kind of book is going to sell, so she wants her to check a lit book for Middle Eastern gals, which is completely outside her box, and so she has to do research as a straight Cosmo drinking girl to find out what this book is going to be about. And her friends, a nice, wide, diverse group of gals, help her do the research and get it going.
Great. You play the lead character in the series, Rasha. What's the hardest aspect about playing her?
The 4-inch heels that Carmen made me wear when I had to go on the straight dates. Well, we definitely both don't wear heels. Cannot walk in heels to save my life. So all of those scenes where I was struggling, not acting. I would say we're both pretty practical. We are both extremely supportive and interested in human rights. Rasha just has the balls to actually go into those countries and write about it, whereas I would be terrified.
So if Rasha could hook up with either Scarlett Johansson or Sandra Bullock, which one do you think she would choose and why?
Well, first of all, Rasha would never cheat on Liz.
Of course.
We should just get that straight. Liz would kick her ass. But assuming that she was single over Sandra Bullock, because she is not only beautiful and sexy, but she also is smart. Despite her recent issues with her soon-to-be ex-husband, I think that she's a wiser, more mature woman. Scarlett Johansson's hot and everything, but I think the age thing, the wisdom is what Rasha would be into.
Good answer. So tell us a little bit about your experience of shooting in Afghanistan.
Well, Afghanistan was shot in the attic of an office building. So it was, in fact, Afghanistan hot. It was like 503 degrees up there. And, of course, I was wearing those 4-inch heels and that tiny little dress, though not in the tent. It was just incredibly hot for a place that wasn't, in fact, Afghanistan. It was just as hot. But it was really well done. I mean, I think that the final product really looked like we had gone, we had gone on location.
Right.
We didn't. It was Los Angeles.
So, this is really a lesbian-based series. It has a lesbian main character. You must have a ton of lesbian fans, and lesbian fans are very loyal. What has your interaction with your fans been like?
At events and things that we've been at, they've been very, just incredibly supportive and very complimentary and all that. My fan base is growing on Facebook, Robin DeLea fan page on Facebook. So that's kind of cool, and it's been great. It's exciting.
Has anyone mailed you their bra yet?
No, but I am eagerly awaiting my first one.
In the second episode of Real Girls, we find out that Rasha had a Brazilian wax. Why didn't you guys choose to film the scene of her actually getting the wax?
Because Carmen isn't that torturous. I didn't have to ask Carmen. Probably time constraints, in terms of web series, you have to keep things really short. So I'm assuming that as the writer, she decided we need to just jump to Liz finding out about it rather than seeing it.
Can you show our readers the face you would have made if you had played that scene on camera?
Are you fucking kidding me? Something like that.
Language, please.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay. So you shot the entire series, 6 episodes, in 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the mood like on set?
I hated every one of them. We actually had a really great time. Heather D. Michelle, the director, is not just a brilliant director, but a really fantastic organizer of just the general feeling on the set. She kept everybody laughing, and we all get I'm not making that up. That's just true. We all really get along. And the whole crew, I mean, it was just a really lovely vibe. You know, it's a comedy, so luckily it was a really great vibe. Yeah.
Great. The series explores a lot of stereotypes that lesbians have about straight women. So is it weird for you to kind of find out what the perceptions that some lesbians have of straight women as a whole are?
I actually don't think it's a commentary necessarily of how lesbians view straight women. I think it's more of a commentary on what women of all types are what the media throws at women of all types, what we're told we're supposed to care about, you know, the shoes and the bags and the men and the money. And so I don't really see that as much of a gay-straight issue as I do as just a female issue, and what general, you know, media and TV and film throws at us every day, and doesn't obviously represent every single woman.
Working on a web series must be really different from maybe working on another platform such as network TV. What are some of the advantages of being able to work on a web series?
Well, for me personally, the advantage is that I see network TV and film as, you know, great jobs because they pay and everything, but they're still very limited in the types of people that they're willing to write for. So for someone like me who's sort of an indeterminate ethnicity, you don't see a lot of roles either written for that or a lot of actors that will be accepted. You know, they're usually looking for something specific, Caucasian or Latina or Black, but even the Latinas and the Black gals, there's not things written, or they're not looking for us. So the advantages of a web series is that it's a lot more open to anybody playing any role, whether it's a role that in a story that is about race or orientation or not. It just doesn't matter as much. And they're willing to put folks you don't normally see on mainstream TV and film in a web series. So for me, that's been a big advantage. I get to carry a series.
And you have a reputation, particularly among your fans, for being more of an indie or kind of a new multimedia platform kind of an artist. Do you think that this is an accurate perception of you?
I had no idea that I had any kind of reputation at all. So I guess it's a better reputation than maybe some other reputations that I could be carrying. You know, as an artist, I just consider myself an artist, an actress. I love the stage. I grew up in New York. I did a ton of theater. I love film for different reasons. I love web series for different reasons, TV for different reasons. So I understand the reputation of Indian web series because I think that there's more room for me.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us, Robin. And please check out Robin on Facebook on her fan page. And you can see her at her website, robindelea.com, or at The Real Girls Guide.